If you're new here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and show your girl some support. Like, hello, I'm just using my God-given gifts to give people clarity, express myself, and do it all. Do it all, because I am everything in one. I am everyone in one. Okay. I am one of one. Before we start this out, because yesterday was crazy, I get online and start doing my reading, and mirrors started breaking. When my baby broke it, he sat there, put the mirror on the floor upside down, and stepped on it. That energy had to go somewhere, you know. So we're gonna start this reading off right. We got a new deck. It's called the Black Tarot deck in Spanish, French, and English. So I already did my, my cleansing beforehand. We have our fresh sage. We have our fresh sage. We have our wine. Today's a lovely day. Like, I done took me a nice shower. You know, I had to go to the Botanica because I don't play. But next time we go there, my baby have to give an offering because he was playing with the toys, touching shit. Like, no. Okay. We just set in the mood, right? I already cleansed my space, so anybody who decides to join this live today, they will have no choice but to remain respectful or authentically themselves. You know, we don't do all of those illusions, facades. We don't do none of it. This is an authentic channel for authentic people. If you have a genuine question, ask that shit, blunt. But the disrespect will not be tolerated. So I love this deck already. Like, so while that sage is burning in the background, we're gonna get started. Decisions. I named it decisions need to be made because before I even decided to turn on my live or was initiating turning on my live, that's what came to mind. Decisions, right? And then the first card that came out was the Devil card, which is crazy to me. Like, I'm like, I don't want to talk about nothing negative. Like, we don't have no choice. Sometimes you talk about what comes up, and whoever happens to hear it and it resonates, it's for them. That's how it go. Like, even though I want to, remain positive and give people hope and stuff, and sometimes that's not the case. So, okay. So let's see where we starting now. We have the Cups, Seven of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. So this is giving me in regards to decisions need to be made. You have plenty options in front of you, right? Seven is a number of luck. Also a number of manifestations, right? That, you need to, it's crazy. I said, man, decisions need to be made. And here we have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Swords. Like, so these are your options presented before you. But them Three Swords is like, you got to narrow them shits down for your best benefit, you got to see what serves you, like what you're being called to, like, accept at this time, nothing's by chance, nothing's by mistake. So let's see what else. That was just confirmation, like, okay, we're on the right path. Like, decisions definitely got to be made. These shit's big as hell. My hand's not that big. Definitely, I'm getting, you need to not only narrow it down, but you need to you have the Hangman. You need to come out this stale energy fast. You cannot sit in that energy forever, so while making these decisions, you're at a standstill, you're at a halt. And then we have the Six of Swords. So yeah, you're at this, that three gonna turn into six now. That means it's giving countdown energy in a way, right? Like this countdown energy. Meaning like you only got but so much time to make up your mind and stand on that, period. Because it's not, and you know I've been talking about pick a side, right? You pick a side, you pick a side. Like, ain't no more lollygagging, ain't no more staying still. You decide, okay, this is what needs to go, this is what needs to stay, this is the directions. And directions is getting narrowed down, you know. So the longer you take to make a decision, the quicker it is to be out your control. You know, make that decision while you have free will. We need to be grateful for everything we have, the opportunity to still have our mind intact to make a decision, right? And you know, I feel like you know, all of these six, like 666, and then you got the lovers. Oh, so this may be a decision in love. Let me put that there because we already had the six. Here we go. So this may be a decision you're making when it comes to love. What else? What other decisions are they facing besides love? Because I be tired of talking about love, for real. I be really tired of it. No, I'm a lover girl. You get what I'm saying? So what other decisions do they need to make besides in love? Whichever one, see, I always go for the one that give me resistance, right? Oh, and about what you're creating. So not only decisions need to be made about love, but also in your creative life. This is like a creative project on which direction you may need to take. Yeah. You can't linger too long. You know why? Because... cheers to that. You cannot linger too long because sometimes, and that's just telling the universe like, okay, I'm indecisive. And when you're indecisive, decisions are usually made for you, you know. So you want to keep hold of that free will that you have and make these decisions in which direction you want to go in a creative field or with a project you've been, you know, working on behind the scenes. It's not only about love, but it's always about, it's about like, what do you want out of life, you know? And it's saying you got multiple things, but some things need to be on the chopping block. You need to pick one. Pick one to start with, right? And go from there. Now, I'm not saying you have to because this says options. You had, 7 options, right? So with these 7 options, you can narrow it. You first had 3 swords. So that means 4 of them could stay. What 3 are least important to you, you know? What 3 are least important to you? And hone in on that, and that's how you're gonna unlock that door to success and to stability. Because I'm getting somebody, they're stable, but they're not as stable as they would like to be. You know, they're not as stable as they would like to be. You're stable, but the point. Oh, not all of these falling out. There's only 2 that fell on my lap. Yeah, you're stable, but you're not as stable as you would like to be. And then we have the Sun card. And the what's that? The 9 of Wands. Oh yeah, so some shit getting revealed to you. And I think it's basically whatever your spirit or what keeps popping up in front of you. You know, you'll get like I said, the signs is always there. So you'll get insight on what things you need to hone in more than others, right? You don't need to hang on to all 7 of these opportunities. Narrow that shit down. And hone in, because when you're spread too thin, you cannot give quality, right? You cannot give quality. Shit, I be feeling like I be reading myself sometimes, cause I'm like one fell on the floor. Sometimes it be shit we all need to hear, you know. Yeah. So like I said, when you spread, and look, this is the Wheel of Fortune card. It fell on the floor like bam. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor regardless, but what do you want to? You cannot spread yourself so thin. You learned that lesson already, right? And that Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, but listen. Let me start reading for myself. Hone in. What makes you feel giddy too? Like, it's something that makes you feel like a kid or be able to express yourself. You got the Temperance. Yeah, what what makes you feel dominant? What makes you feel like, okay, this is me. Like, this is something that I could do for free, paid, whatever. This is something I love to do. That is your ace. That is your ace. Ooh, you got that Knight of Swords coming through. So yeah, once you figure out what opportunity stays and you have the power in your hands, right? The Wheel of Fortune is already in your favor, and it's going to be shifting more the closer you get to honing into these. And that's why they say make that decision before this wheel actually shifts completely, because once you're there, oh, you're going to hit the ground running. That's what I'm getting. So it's giving good. And right before this reading, I pulled out my 20, put it on my mirror, and you know, my little setup over here. But it's definitely giving, like I said, what makes you feel giddy? What makes you feel like that youthful energy? What do you feel fulfilled in out of all these opportunities and gifts you have? What is the most that you're drawn to? You know, and it is hard to make a decision sometimes. I know it is hard to make a decision, but one has to be made. Nobody gonna make it for you, you know. And I'm just making this video even though nobody watching right now. Hello, like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, can you do it? The question is, can you do it while you're not paid or when you're paid? That's what you need to be doing, right? You give yourself the confirmation. You give yourself the validation. Nobody has to do that for you. You do it for yourself. And the universe, of course. It's never what it looks like. It's always what it is. You know, and you may be thinking, because it just came to my mind, like, about, you may be thinking like, oh, this is the ones that you do decide to lean towards is oversaturated, right? You may be thinking like, okay, I don't want to do this one or own into this. Look, why do they keep flipping out like that? It's coming to the surface. That's what I'm saying. You may be thinking like, the one that I am drawn to is too many people doing it, or is oversaturated, like, it's like too much competition. I'm hearing it will work out. It don't matter who's doing it, right? As long as you focus on self and self alone. And what had came out was the 9 of Cups. So you started at the 7 of Cups and there's 9 of Cups. Once you make that decision to cut stuff up, your cups go up, right? You opening 2 more doors. Let me not get my math wrong. You went from a 7 to a 9 of Cups. That means once you make this decision to hone in, you opening 2 more doors. You got 2 more opportunities, but you just need to narrow it down. What will get you through that door? You know? Because once the wheel turns, ain't nobody, no man, no woman could slow it down, right? That's it's almost like a representation of the circle of life. That's how real it is. And then this, what came, now my sage was just shaking when I shook the table. But what you got, the 7 of Swords now, like, that means the more opportunities, or the closer you get to honing in on what you're sticking to and what you're pouring your all into, right? Because like I said, the point is not to spread yourself thin, but the closer you get to that, the more strict you have to be with yourself. The more intentional you have to be with yourself. Like, am I going to stick this out, or am I going to fold them? So make sure whatever decision you pick, whichever gift you decide to hone into, oh, you ready to pour your all into it. Same way you was pouring your all into these niggas or these bitches or these jobs that was not serving you. You're going to have to pour that same energy into that, right? And start out. It don't matter. It don't have to start perfect, but along the way, you will perfect it as you go. I need to watch this. What's that? Okay, do not play, because this is that. It's giving that pentacle energy, that Ace of Pentacles. Like, we don't play that. And we do not play that, Oros. Yes, it's giving that Ace of Pentacles. Like, this is, and what did I say? Like, the closer you, the more strict, and you will perfect it along the way. This is your Ace of Pentacles. So make that decision. Don't procrastinate. You want to come out this Hangman energy. You don't want to stay in contemplation. You cannot remain in that energy forever, no matter how much you try. You know? Same with like depression and shit. You cannot remain there forever. It's meant for a season. You could sit in that shit, trust. That's how you overcome things, by facing it, not running away from it. You know? So the quicker you are to make this decision on like, okay, I'm doing this and I'm sticking to it, That's your Ace of Pentacles right there. Yeah, you went from the Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. This will be something lucrative for you to bring in the money home. You know, we all like money. Who don't like money? Especially when your money funny. Like, who don't like bread? Why not do it and love it while you're doing it, while you're making money, right? Because it won't feel like a job. It will feel like this is... Oh, not two came out and I wasn't paying attention. That's why I'm like, you gotta keep... shit just gonna keep coming. While you focus, you're not even gonna be paying attention to what's going on around you. Opportunities come, right? Here we got the Six of Wands, and we got the Six of Swords. Like, all these fucking sixes. That's why I'm like, why you... Your ancestors is giving... Yeah, while you're busy creating and tunnel vision on what path you decide to take, your ancestors behind the scene clearing shit out the way. You know? So before that builder comes in to build your dream house, those people that clear the land have to go in first. Those cleaners have to go first. Those people that measure the land have to go first. Before you even get there to be like, I want my house right here. I want this many, just to survey the land, right? All of that comes before. So things are being prepared behind the scenes. So when you do actually hone in on what you want to do, your path is clear. It don't matter. You know, like, okay, that's your land. You might see a rattlesnake here and there, but that shit ain't stopping you. Like, that's life. You know, shit don't go as planned, but this is giving me, oh, it's about to go as planned. It's about to go unplanned. You know why? It's not going to be what you expected it to be. It's going to be better than what you expected it to be. And then on top of that, you will be more stable. You will be more content on the path that you chose. And you'll be busy, so busy working that you won't realize, like, how far you've come sometime. Like, you know. So make that decision. I urge you, make it quick. This is a good reading though, because when I first flipped the cards, I was doing my cleansing and stuff. I said, I don't want to talk about nothing negative. Like, that's just not me. But this is a good reading. It's actually, it started off like, it didn't start off negative. It just started off like a little unexpected. Like, you got decisions. When we hear decisions, that start shaking shit up. Like, shit, what decision? Yeah, it said love came out one time. It said the lovers. Love came out one. Or maybe because I could have misinterpreted it. But that's what I was given. Not only a decision in love. Because that's how I'm talking about love. Maybe it's something that you love to do. But when that lovers card come out. But because the reading is mainly about career choice and stuff. It's giving something that you love to do. It's not giving love. You don't got to make no decision in love. But make a decision about what you love to do. And hone in on that and stick to it, you know. Let me drink my wine. That bitch starts thirsty. I cracked myself up, I'm telling you. And today's video is sponsored by the Black Tarot Deck. What else do we have? Any more messages? Because it's not going to be a long reading, but yes. And congratulations, because I've been getting on here. This shit about to smoke me up. I've been getting on here and saying most videos I be like, congratulations. So I'm hearing like celebrations is coming. Like, not only will you be working or doing what you love to do, but you'll be able to celebrate what you love to do. People will be celebrating you, or you'll be celebrating yourself a little more, you know. You might got something nice planned for yourself, like a little Zadie, like, you're like, I'm about to get outside, right? Like, I'm about to go hire a babysitter for a night. Like, do that play. I'm about to hit the town. About to paint the town blue. I like that. Okay. I'm happy for you. And the fact that I always come on here and be like, congratulations. Oh, trust, this is big. You had that Ace of Pentacles. That's straight. Hi, Emerald Jets. Welcome to the channel. And congratulations to you, because I intentionally said whoever comes on here, you know, this for them specifically. Like, just want to make that decision quick. I'm telling you, you'll be happy with the outcome. You won't be anticipating the outcome. You think you anticipating, waiting for good things to come. No, once you hone in on what you decide to do, that shit just gonna flow like butter. You're gonna be so occupied on doing what you want to do, and and not trying to perfect it, it's just going to perfect itself along the way, you know? All these doors going to be opening up for you behind the scenes. Like, what's that one? You got too many sixes. That's why I'm like, you now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, you starting off small, and that's confirmation on what I was talking about. On you got to start from somewhere. People expect to start out in the mansion. Like you crawl before you walk. You know, it's given that. And I'm not sure if whoever I'm speaking to has children, but you crawl before you walk. You don't just hit the ground walking like straight out the womb. Like, you know, you gotta breastfeed first. You gotta learn to crawl, learn to hold your head up. But you already did those steps. But when it comes to anything new, think of it as like a baby. This is your new baby that you're welcoming in. The baby's here. Now you have to nurture that baby. You have to feed that baby. You have to give that baby love. You have to discipline that baby. Ooh! It's... Huh? Yeah. Speaking of baby, excuse you. Speaking of baby, my baby come rolling up in here. I'm like, and that was more than cut. That's why I was like, woo. Yeah. That's your confirmation, like, baby. He come with his egg. Like, come on. It could be a baby bird, a real baby. But this is giving creative project baby. Like, you was in labor and you was experiencing labor pains when you was losing stuff and when you was trying to decide on which route I should take. Should I start this or not? The fact that you already started, you got through the labor part already. Now the baby is here. Like I said, you feed that baby, you teach that baby how to. And what did I say not too long ago? I said you will have to discipline yourself. So yes, you doing what you love, but you're... Yeah. I like them. Give me a kiss. No, give me a kiss. Okay. Go, you put spit on me. Go, get those out your mouth. Did you finish your snack? Yeah, like, and this project is your baby. Like, you discipline this baby. You're pouring your... Look, do not spread yourself thin, right? I keep saying that. Do not spread yourself thin. Hone in on a few select things that you like to do and just go for it. It don't matter how that shit look. It could be half done. You put it out there. It may be content. It may be starting your business of some sort. You may make fucking pastries, cupcakes, for all I know. Start out. They're not going to be Betty Crocker. They're going to be better. They're going to take like, okay, this one a little different. I don't know how Betty Crocker tastes. I ain't going to lie. But your shit going to... You got to start from scratch, right? You have to start from scratch. Ooh, it's giving that high priestess and... When I first bought these sweaters, I said, La Justicia. La Justicia. I like how that sounds, like, La Justicia. That's justice coming in for you. So as you focus in training and disciplining yourself and perfecting your craft, right? Justice is coming in behind the scenes for this high priestess, whoever this is. We not giving no queen energy. Fuck a queen. Nigga, we're royalty. High priestess, like, empress energy. That's the top of the top. You started out as a queen, but you evolve. And this is giving me evolution. Like I said, it may started out as a seed. We passed the seed stage. And because this is something that you're meant to do, it's not going to be like those other projects in the past or those other situations in the past where they fell flat. You was watering a dead-ass garden where the soil was not rich. You know, now the soil is rich. You have a blank canvas. You're starting from scratch. Like, you're starting from scratch. Literally, spiritually, all of that. Well, not spiritually. You're starting from scratch, but now you have the resources. You already have the know-how. And you'll learn things along the way. So don't beat yourself up. You know, it's easier said than done. Huh? I want to open the paint. Okay, I will open one more and you're going to open the rest, okay? Mommy said while I'm on live, I don't want you near this camera. Now crack it. You got to bend it. Bend it. Okay, good. Yeah. Give me one more card to finish out this reading because we're going on 30 minutes. We're going on 30 money, y'all. We're going on 30 minutes. We got the Queen of Cups. Is this Queen of Cups? Now I'm giving, you see how it looks like this dark shadow is like holding her, even though this is the Queen of Cups, but and that's how they decided to design it. But the fact that she have, ooh, this is giving me, because it's not giving nothing. It's scary for others, but it's not scary for you. It's giving you got that that spiritual protection behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. They standing on guard for you. Yes. That's the last one, okay? You keep interrupting me. Mommy already told you I don't want you on this camera, so stop trying to inch yourself over here. There you go. That's it. Go play with the ones that's open. No more. Here. Because I told him when I'm on this camera, I don't like that from yesterday. It was too many people in here. Then a mirror break. And I'm like, that mirror was sitting there minding his business. He flipped it over on the floor and then jumped on it one time. Mirror shredded. I had to throw it away. I'm like, this is, and before that reading I started, and I was like, this is that. Stop, Raja. So it's given that you have the protection behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. So while it look like you sitting alone or with minimal support, this giving ancestors right here. That's giving ancestors like in front of the scene. They waiting. Don't worry. They like, we got you. Like, speak. You good. Say whatever the fuck you feel. Whatever the fuck we tell you to say. It's giving her hostage. Yo. Like, you don't work for yourself no more. You work for us, right? You represent the truth, whether you like it or not, right? It's too late to go back. Once you up, you can't go back to sleep, you know? Don't lose sleep about this either if somebody out there losing sleep. Okay, we got more pentacles. Do not play. That's fine. 7 is... You started out with the 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Had a lot of 6s too, but 7 is giving luck. Like, it's giving go for it. Fuck a luck, I'm blessed, right? Fuck lucky, I'm blessed. Clap for that heavyweight champ, us. Like, Trash, you a heavyweight on your own. You a heavyweight. You was built for this, right? But you're coming in with the skills that most people don't have. They learn that later on. They come in willy-nilly without, you know, praying to their ancestors and asking God for clarity and asking to be led, you know. So we pray to God, right? I don't need to go through nobody else to get to speak to who made me. Make it make sense. Like, okay. Yeah, so I'm getting, look, hit me with your best shot, fire away. This is a good reading. I like it. I say, you know what? I don't want to talk about nothing negative, and that's what happened. This was motivation for me, right? And I'm not even the person. I may be the person too, but I've already honed into what I want to do. So I know this wasn't for me, right? Let's count and let's do the numbers. Let's see how many cards you have for this reading. 1, 2, 3. 20, 21, 22. You had 22. See, this is something different. You will never catch it nowhere else. You had 22 cards, right? And I'll break the numbers down to let you know. Hold on, you guys. You know you're not supposed to bite it. So you had 22 cards for this reading, whoever this is for. 2, because I love the pretend energy went from 100 to gotta start it again. That's confirmation that, oh, this is this confirmation that this shit on point, because I said double up 222 because I love to pretend, right? But 222 is your confirmation. You had 22 cards, and if you want to get technical, 2 plus 2 is 4, which still boils down to 2. So that's your confirmation number saying that this is just for you. Make that decision on what you need to do, and do not sabotage yourself, because the longer you take, whatever you're doing when this wheel of fortune is turning and gets closer and closer to turning into your favor, that's what you're gonna be doing. So make sure you at least have a choice in what you do, right? If you want to do that cupcake business, or if you want to do that cleaning business, or work on them cars or whatever, make sure that's what you decided to do, because once this wheel turn, the wheel turns so often. That will turn to your favor. Everybody get a chance. Some people miss their chance because and now it's a next year cycle. It's like a repetitive cycle, something that they're stuck in. Don't touch my Palo Santo. So, yeah, I'm just ending out the reading, but I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Make sure you like it, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel the need to do. I don't tolerate no fucking disrespect. Like, this ain't that. The way I will move in real life is the way I will move on the internet. So enjoy yourself, and congratulations once again. Make that decision and do not